Just like in multiplication, we can use the area model to represent division problems. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because division is really the opposite of multiplication. So with just a little tinkering with the model, the area model method, we can actually solve division problems, or we can solve multiplication problems, either way. So it's a really good strategy. So let's get started with a couple problems. Let's say I have 24 divided by 4. 24 divided by 4. And I'm going to use the area model to get the answer. And I'd highly recommend using graph paper for this. So step 1, we're going to lay down 4 linear units. So I'm going to lay down 4 linear units. So this distance is 4. Step 2, I'm going to fill in the area model, or the rectangle. I'm going to start filling it in with 24 tiles. When I do that, it has to be inside my dimensions of my 4 linear units. So let's do that in, I use the screen pen. So I start laying these down. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Now I have to go back and start a new column. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. When I get to 24, that's important that I stop because I'm trying to make 24 for my area. So I have 24 squares in there. So 24 is, I'm done. My answer is actually up above. Basically, it's the number of columns I have. So, or the other factors right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My answer is 6. Because 6 times 4 is 24. And recall, division is the opposite of multiplication. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. My answer is 6. Let's try another one. So we'll start fresh. Let's try 18 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2. So we got to set this up. So if you recall, we start this way first. 2. And now I'm going to start filling that in with these squares. So there's 1, 2. I'm going to count by 2's. There's 4. There's 6. 8. And remember, I have to go to 18. So there's 10. There's another 2. There's 12. 14. 16. And 18. That was my goal, 18. So this rectangle has 18 as the area. 2 is right there, so 18 divided by 2. My answer is the top dimension. How many columns are there? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 columns. 9's the answer. because 9 times 2 is 18. Let's do another one. Let's solve 21 divided by 7. 21 divided by 7. Hopefully I can fit this in there. I don't know if I can fit 7 in there or not. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, it's going to be tight. 7. Just going to do that there. So this is 7. And I need to fill it up with 21 squares. Well, I know this is 7 because 7 times 1 is 7. So there's 7 squares right away. Another column of 7. So I know this is 7. And I just continue 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's try another column of 7. Do you have to draw all these lines inside? No, you don't have to do that. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Aha! 21 was my number, right? Because I was making a rectangle with an area of 21 and one of the dimensions 7. So I got it. Now I just have to figure out how many columns I have. Well, there's 1, 2, 3. My answer is 3. So 21 divided by 7 is 3. The area of this whole thing is 21. So this is a way to use the area model in division. I hope this has been helpful to you. It might be a little confusing at first, but once you start practicing and actually drawing these visual models and making sketches, I think it's gonna come a lot easier to you. Definitely practice at home. Share this information with your parents so they understand what you're doing as well. If you have any questions, please ask.